What's up, everybody? Joe White here, and a couple of news items today I want to share with you guys. Um, First off, the Raw preview for tonight looks like it's going to be a hell of a show. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor in a Chamber qualifying match. Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul in a Chamber qualifying match. I suspect that Logan Paul will be in that, and I suspect that Seth Rollins will beat Finn Balor tonight, unless something happens to where Rollins gets screwed over again. But anyway, Women's Intercontinental Championship, Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley. I look for Lyra Valkyria to sneak her way out of that one. Maybe some interference going down, shenanigans, who knows. AJ Styles officially is coming back to Monday Night Raw tonight. Um, More on that in a second. Liv Morgan and Raquel versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Why? Okay. I get it, but okay. And CM Punk is supposed to appear tonight. Um, there's one thing that broke today from Mike Johnson, and I have a little bit more on that I actually kind of put two and two together here, but I have it on good authority that this is going to happen. Malakai Black is officially a free agent. I have been hearing that he will be on Raw tonight or next week within the near future, and that his feud right out of the gate is going to be with Penta. Um, I think it's a good feud. They've worked together in AEW a little bit, so it's a natural fit for those two. They both know how the WWE wants their style of wrestling to be wrestled, as it were, and I think it's going to be a heck of a feud. However, I was also thinking maybe and instead of, well, obviously he's not going to be called Malakai Black. They're going to call him Alistair Black, probably. Um, Triple H is really high on him, by the way. Triple H really loves him some Alistair Black, and he was totally ruined up on the main roster. But of course, that's when Vince was around. Vince ain't around no more. So, um, I was thinking if I was to book Malakai Black coming back, I would book him on SmackDown. And here's what I would do. I would go ahead and put him against the Wyatt Six. And, the Wyatt Six, they're this dark superhero style faction. And we heard when they came back that they were going to have phases. They were treating the Wyatt Six like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They were going to have phases to their story. I'm sitting here thinking maybe they could do something with Malakai Black versus the Wyatt Six. Have like the House of Black come back, or the House, something along those lines. I'm sure AEW owns a trademark, the House of Black, but you know, Alistair Black could come back and recreate that faction because it did work in AEW. I could see them doing. May I don't know who the female element would be, but I could totally see them putting. Well, now that I think about it, I know who the female element would be. I would put the War Raiders and Valhalla with Aleister Black as a faction. Besides, yes, they have this story going with them being, tag champions or were tag champions. Do they still hold the tag titles? Shows you how much I keep up with that mess, but it just fits to me. And maybe have them feud with the Wyatt Six. It it works. It just fits. It works. Um, Maybe you call somebody up from NXT to be with him. I don't know, but the rumor I'm hearing is that right out of the gate he's going to be feuding with Penta anyway. He's going to be on Raw. He's going to be feuding with Penta. Um, I've heard that they are going to do the whole entrance that they did in AEW with the lights going down and him just popping back up in the ring. I think they're going to keep that element from what I've been hearing. But yeah, he's WWE bound for sure. Maybe he could feud with AJ Styles out of the gate. Who knows? But I've heard Penta is what I've been hearing. So right out the gate, we're going to get some damn good matches between him and Penta. Because one thing Triple H does have us do, or does give us, I should say, is good matches that make sense. He just doesn't throw people out there for the sake of throwing them out there. People are going to know these two, these guys' history. They know they work together in AEW. So it works. It just fits right out of the gate. Two people who are familiar with one another going in there, having at least one good barn burner of a match. And it's either going to be tonight or next week, one of the two. So I look for it to be a hell of a Raw tonight. I'm excited for it. I am curious to see if they're going to have Jey Uso say which title he's going for. Because he kind of has to say which title he's going for either right before or right after the Elimination Chamber. My guess is like right before. So that we can start setting up WrestleMania. So that the Chamber, we know where the direction of the Chamber is going. Somebody put a question out the other day on PW Insider saying that going forward, maybe because John Cena just automatically declared himself from the Chamber without having to have a qualifying match. What if, going forward, the winner of the Rumble gets his pick of the world title shot, but the runner-up of the Rumble doesn't get an automatic title shot, but gets a automatic slot in the Chamber match? And that would make the final 3 people that are in the match, it would give a little bit more heft to it, give a little bit more weight to it, I think. And it would make the Rumble mean a little bit more. Still have an opportunity to create new stars with the Rumble, as I said that they should with the Royal Rumble. But that's going to do it for me. Just a little Raw preview. Like I said, Aleister Black, Malakai Black, whatever we're calling him, he is a free agent. He's probably going to appear at Raw tonight. He's free and clear. I don't know whether he was granted his release because I thought he had just signed a new 5-year deal not that long ago. But apparently he's free, and we may see him as soon as tonight. That's going to do it for me, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We'll see you down the road.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.